Hey everybody, I'm going to show you how to make a carrying case for an iPod 6. Okay, this is a side off of the dog food bag. That's the strap taken off of probably a backpack or something that was being thrown away. That's a card cover for a deck of like magic cards and stuff. You know what that is? Laffy Taffy. That's the strap that's going to go on. It's going over with the Velcro on the other side, and that's going to be on the front of the package right there. So here we go. What we want to do, once I get everything over here to where I can get it, we need to, before you do anything, both of the items here need to be washed really good, and really blistering hot water with soap, because you don't want anything to get on anybody. What we want to do is, we know for a fact that our cell phone or whatever you're doing it with is going to fit inside here. And see, I would really like the dog to be there, so I might have to clip it up there again, but I'm going to hem this side and then bring it down the other way. I forgot about the dog. That's my bad. All right, so I'm trying to go faster because the battery's going to die in that thing, and you guys don't like long videos anyway, so I might just zip right through the sewing part. So you need to make sure it's a straight line going across. Straight line going across. Down far enough? Good. Okay. Drop it down and go across. All right, we're not worried about terminating the end because we're going to close the sides too. So we're not going to go back and forth to reinforce that. Okay, so now I have the dog up on top. I'm going to bring it up from the bottom. Okay, so my fold line, right now, I want that to barely be showing. Now this iPhone's iPod 6 has an outer box on it, so which is really nice, because if this person eventually has an outer box on it, then it'll work just fine. So I'm going to fold it back a little bit to get a line. Take this out. I have my fingers crimped over here, so I know where the line is. So go along here, go across, and sew it. We're going to trim off the excess. All right, or it could be a flap coming over, I guess. Okay, there. So now I am going to trim this. So I don't want a lot of room there. Okay, take this guy. You're going about a 1/4 inch down to trim across, because you don't want a big lip there. All right, so now we're going to decorate it. All right, on the back, okay, which the dog is on the back. So on the back is going to be the strap. On the front, underneath this guy, is going to be the cat. So the front's going to get the cat, and I'm going to go, notice it's not going past the halfway mark. All right, so we want to be at it centered as best we can. This is a pouch for money, or credit cards, or anything else you want to put in it. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is go back and forth and come down. So overrun and go back. Set the needle down so I can spin it. Go back, then front. Overrun and back. All right, I didn't have it down, but I have the thread down. Go back and up. Overrun and hit. So I have overran all the corners. So it's really good in there. I'm going to trim it here and underneath. All right, got some extra. Okay, you trim, there's nothing in the back. Are they both up front? All right. Okay, rub it to make sure there's no other things to clip. Okay, that's that. Now what we could do is take this on the back, on the front. We're going to drop the top over. Now what's going to happen, the Velcro is going to come on that. So we're going to take the scrap here and go over like this. We want it to be as straight as possible. I didn't hear the camera do this dee-dee-dee yet, so I think it's still recording. So we want to sew this all the way across. And I'm really hoping it stays. Okay, there we go. Nicely done. Alright, I'm not worried too much about a straight line. I'm pretty good on that. Anyway, now see this down here? Gotta trim this off. So right here, bring it down to a 1/4 inch. Alright. This guy, pull both sides, make it tight, trim. Alright. Now we have the sides and the bottom. The sides are going to be good. I like the sides, the distance it has. We're going to fold this down. This should come below this guy. So we're going to fold this down. Bring it down here, and we're going to sew. Okay, so make this as flat as possible because you don't want air bubbles or gaps. Now, if you're hand sewing, you have more control of what's going on. All right, so flatten it out really good. Drop the shoe and zip it across. If I can find the foot pedal. Okay, and go all the way across. All right, up it comes. All right, clip off the excess. It's always clip off the excess, right? Clip off the excess. All right, it went right along the bottom of this. Really nice, reinforced it. So that's that. We need to put on the back strap, which where did it go? Right here. I need to make sure the video is still going. All right. Start now. Okay, so over here, when we bring this around, all right, we need to be centered. And we have a lot of fraying here. So cut off the frame. Now you have one of two options here. You can heat this to melt it down, or you can fold it over. On your portable machines, it might be hard to do this. If you have a portable machine like I have, going through the belts like this or leather, jeans, it's kind of hard to do when it's folded over. So what you're going to do is take this, drop it down. You're going to run over about 3 times all the way across. Something else I noticed with the portable machines, you can't go back and forth like that. You have to hit the reverse. So do this. I'm not going to trim it right now. I'm going to fold this one underneath. I trim everything when it's all done on this. So I'm going to roll this guy underneath. I'm really hoping you can see everything, or most of what I'm doing. Got a lot of people ask me, hey, can you make a video on how to do this? Okay, well, here we go. All right, drop it down. Put this underneath and zip it back and forth. All right, bring it up. Nice thing about the dog food bag, it really adds a lot of strength to pulling. Right, on the back, we're not really worried about how it looks with the zigzag because we can tape it. Okay, it looks like it really went haywire on the tension, but we can tape that. That thing's not going anywhere. All right, this is a gift anyway. I'm not selling it. If I was selling it, I'd probably take more care. All right, so now what we need to do is actually customize our thing that goes over. This is the part that's going to go over. We have a Laffy Taffy. You put anything, Tootsie Rolls, anything that's going to, a plastic type thing that's going to be on there. And we're going to zip this thing on there. And leave that down and spin it. Okay, it's not down, but I'm spinning it anyway. It may not be centered. There's a heck of a gap overflow here. So, all right, bring it in. I'm trying to make it where you can see it. flip that one more time, spin it, and we're going to overlap. And come back to lock it in. I'm going to go down one more and up. And pull. Okay, your biggest decision here is which side do you want on top, as far as tucked under or visible. I like any part of it to be one way or the other. We need to put a Velcro. These are sticky Velcros. Be cautious. You want the hook side, the coarse side, to be on the back of this. Now, do you want this like this going over? It would be the other way. It would be back here. This going over like this, or do you want it like this? Now's the time to figure out how you want it. I like it to be over like this, which means this has to go on this side, because it's going to come down and grab that. And I need to sew this one row on each side. This is the sticky stuff. So it's, needles don't like it. Where'd my foot cover go? Let's see. Okay, so that's my, it wasn't bad because it wasn't right on the sticky. Sewing machines do not like the sticky side at all. It's gooey and messes up the thread and everything. Okay, this just gives more assurance that it's going to stay on there. Because they don't like, it's not fusion, so, alright, we're almost done here, got to trim that. Okay, it did rip that a little bit. That's on that side, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'll trim that. That shouldn't be a problem at all. Alright, so what we're going to do is put this on this side. We have it down about maybe a 1/4 inch or so. We're going to drop this, and we're going to go back and forth. Where are you? There we go. Okay, so I want to see what the thread looks like on the other side. Okay, something happened to my tension. I'm getting a lot of loops, so something happened to my tension up here. I don't know what's going on, but that's a lot of loops, and that's caused by up here. It's an old machine, so it does stuff like that. Okay, so before closure, we need to do something here. Okay, we gotta put the phone in. Phone's going to go like this. This is like this. This piece comes down right here. So we need to find out where the target is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Velcro on that. I'm going to bring this down and push it down into place. And that's how I find out where it goes. Okay, we can close this guy up. But first, before I do that, I'm going to tape the inside, these 3 parts on the inside. Okay, everything's taped. So now what we got to do is do some reinforcement and some other things. There is some overlay on the wrap here, so I'm going to bring this underneath. And we got to make sure it's tucked under there during sewing. Okay, so what we're going to do is do this side first. I'm going to do everything in the back because my tension, for some reason, yeah, it went down. That means the tension is good. It's staying down. Tension is nice and tight. I don't know why I did that toward the end of it, but that's all right. So I have that tucked down. I'm going to have to push this in as we go. So I'm going to bring this under. I'm going to grab my needle. All right, we need to back up too. It's not staying under. So if I need to trim it off, I'll do that. It's not going to stay under. Let's see what it does. Okay, where you at? Okay, I want to see what it looks like underneath. It looks looking good. So spin it around. You want to reinforce the corners. All right, so I'm going to make it tight up there by just pulling my thread. And I'm going to go back and forth a couple of times after I get my foot in the back. It's traveling on the ground. All right, back and forth a couple of times and shoot it back up. Alright, I want to shoot a couple of times up here, back and forth, up there. So it reinforces, pull it away. We're going to snip it. Any loose threads from over here, we're going to snip. Alright, so all the loose threads. It looked like a stitch, really nice. So really nice job. I think somebody's going to really like this thing. So we're going to snip all the threads that's hanging off. I call these Irish pennants. Nothing against us Irish. Looks like that stayed under. So now we're going to do this side. Okay, we're going to start on the bottom because I like my stuff being on the side. Oh, I just lost a thread. I got to rethread. This is how I do it real fast. Record time. I hope. Put it in there and pull. That's how I rethread. It's nice to have one of those things around. Alright, start on the bottom. Okay, back and forth up on top. Spin it around and go back down. Back and forth a few times. Alright, we're good. Okay, terminate everything, trim everything, and ladies and gentlemen, there it is. It's upside down. There it is. Got room on top for the headphone. All right, that comes down. And there it is. Belt loop in the back at the dog. That fits nicely in there with an OtterBox. Got a pouch right there for money. How long did it take? Less than 20 minutes. That's with a machine. It takes a little longer by hand, but there it is. I think somebody's going to actually like this. All right, subscribe to see more. Bye.